Hold on a second. Welcome, everybody, to the Business Podcast, where we pour out weekly business lessons week after week. You're trying to hold your laughter. Week after week after week. I'm Super Joe Pardo, and I have the pleasure of being able to be here at, it's the Business Mingle, right?
It is the Business Mingle,
At the Business Mingle here at Seasons 52 here in Cherry Hill, New Jersey. I'm so glad that I got the invite from this awesome person sitting right next to me. I wanted to do an interview here because you haven't been on the show before.
I have not been on the show
so.
before, and you are sitting in Seasons 52, Cherry Hill, our host restaurant.
That's what I said, right?
No, I don't think you said the restaurant.
I did. I said Seasons 52 in Cherry Hill.
Did you?
I did. Oh,
sorry.
No, it's okay. We don't
Mingle,
edit here on this show.
Business Mingle in Seasons 52. Oh, thank you. I ordered ice like
it's okay. It's all right. This isn't Seasons 52. Okay. Anyway, yeah. So I have the pleasure of being invited and getting to talk with my good friend Staci Greenberg. Staci, how are you feeling tonight?
I'm really happy right now because we had a good. We didn't have a huge turnout, but we had a decent turnout.
I think it was a pretty good turnout.
Rainy night, the night before elections. People are freaking out about what's going to happen tomorrow. I didn't get.
These people aren't freaking out about
they're
anything
happy.
behind
They had
us.
a cocktail.
They're happy because they're here. They're here. I'm here. You're here. Everybody's here. Everybody seems to be having a really great time. I met some great people. Made some great contacts.
Yes, we always get good, what I call quality networkers. So let me just tell you real quick about what the Business Mingle is. The Business Mingle is a quarterly after-hours networking group. So you can find us on Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter. Linda Lane, who is a financial advisor, and I'm an interior designer, we met networking like a zillion years ago. And I was bemoaning the fact that a lot of these networking groups, they're paid memberships. I'm a sole proprietor. I can't afford to do all of these paid memberships. So I commiserated with Linda, like I wish we could do another, networking group that I could afford to join. She said, let's just do our own. So we started the Business Mingle, and we don't charge. I hate to say it's free because you have to pay for your drinks, but free always sounds like you're. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? There's a connotation there.
Yeah, like anyone's going to show up, and they're not going to be serious, and
right.
they're not going to take it seriously.
That is not what happens here.
And I see that. I see that that's not what's happening here. And I think it's really interesting because a lot of times that is what happens at these types of events when people don't have to pay. They, okay, you're not paying for the drinks, but they're paying for the drinks.
They're paying for their own drinks.
But even still, like...
All right, well, let me
That's
explain.
not a prerequisite of showing up and having a good time and networking with people.
And when you're drinking, a restaurant kind of needs to have food accessible because you can't give people drinks at the end of the day and not give them some food. The problem was in 2008, when the 2008 crash hit, we used to take this and go to all these different restaurants. So it was so much fun because we got to network with other restaurants as well. And then 2008 hit and restaurants stopped putting out food for us. And we said, listen, if you could just give us a better priced bar menu, that would be fine. But we're still not going to charge for the Business Mingle. It's not what I do. It's not what Linda does. We don't charge for business networking. We hit Seasons 52 one day a number of years ago, and they are so generous, and their food is amazing, and they put out all this food.
Food is really great. They just keep bringing it. Like, it's not even like, oh, here's 2 trays or 2 little plates, and then that's it. They're like constantly servicing the room.
CJ,
I'm very,
Seasons 52,
very
they
impressed.
take such good care of us. We never moved since then.
Well, I think they understand the value of business owners and business leaders of the community coming together and then being able to make those kinds of decisions after the fact.
They're networking
It's a longer term game than just like, oh, well, I gave you free food, so obviously I owe you something or you owe me something.
This is his way of networking by putting out his food so we get to sample it. I happen to know a number of years ago when we had it here, somebody did their event here because they came to a Business Mingle and tasted the food and they were like, oh my God, it's so good. So you know what I mean? And they took, the service is amazing. And so now I'm touted the restaurant, but the whole point is it's not really about the restaurant. It's about the business networking. But we just happen to settle in a place that understands the value of it. So, yeah.
And what is the value of it for you? Because I appreciate the free food. I appreciate getting to meet some people. I appreciate getting to have a piece of content that I get to meet with you. But my point being is for somebody else in their industry, in their area, in their own community, where's the benefit for them to take the time, the effort to try to bring a whole bunch of people together?
Okay, so business networking is not about going to either an event or someplace and shoving a card in somebody's face and saying, yeah, I went there and I network. The idea is it takes a long time to cultivate relationships. Nobody does business with people that they don't really trust or care or like about. They'll do it if they're forced to. Like if your car breaks down and you have no choice because you got towed because you're like 500 miles away from home. It's a true story. But the point is that I've been networking. I moved here in 2004, and I've been steadily networking since 2004. Some of the people that showed up here tonight, I have known all that time. I haven't necessarily done business, but I've referred them. That's the whole point. That's really what I'm getting to. It's not about what you can do for me, you, Joe Pardo. It's who you know.
I would do anything for you, including driving you down to D.C.
Yes, I'm going. I will get up at 5 in the morning and leave. No,
you better get up early at 5 in the morning. We're going to be at my house at 5 in the morning so we can go.
We're driving down to Washington to the D.C. Podfest
yes.
together. So
shout out to Jennifer Crawford.
Woohoo! So the idea is that it's who you know, and it's also who you refer to me and who I refer to you. So I may never, ever need your services specifically for what you do as for business. But that doesn't mean that I don't value what you do. It's who you know. It's referrals. It took all those years to start getting referrals. It's amazing. So
it does. It is a long-term game. It is a long-term game.
You have to put the time in, and I believe in business networking so much, and that's the point. Linda and I got very busy over the years. She went to work in Philly for a little while, and then I went to work for Philly for a contract job. So we just kind of, it's not that we got lazy, but it got harder and harder to do these, so we kind of like let them die for a little while. It's only quarterly. It's not a monthly thing, so we're starting them up again. So this is our first one out after a while.
I'm so happy that you reached out to let me know that this was going on. And I'm so glad I was able to be here.
Yeah.
Thank you to Melissa for allowing this to happen.
Thank you, Melissa.
So how has this benefited your business? In your business side, not just from like, I got to meet a bunch of awesome people and community like leaders and things like that, but like, how has doing this over the course of the previous 14 years or so, 15 years, how helped your business?
I don't know that it's. I don't want to use the words that help me. I've gotten referrals from people that I have met. And that's really all that happens. It's not like this magic thing that's, a secret. It's just taking the time to meet people, learn about them, not shoving a business card in their face, because believe me, those people are out there.
I've had plenty of those.
Here.
I'm having a conversation with somebody like, here.
I won't take them. I won't take them. And I'll say, what's your name? I'll put my hand behind my back like that. I'll say, what's your name? And I'll ask them questions because clearly they're not comfortable.
Clearly you care too much. I love that about you, so it's okay.
Listen, I believe in business networking so much if it's done correctly. Okay, so afterwards you have to follow up on somebody you met. You need to make the drinks or coffee or lunch time. It takes time to get to know people. If you don't understand what the person does, how can you refer to them? Okay, I will meet somebody that I find interesting, and then I'll check them out. I'll go on LinkedIn, I'll go on Facebook. I will check them out, or their website, whatever they've got. And then I make that date with them, that coffee, drink, or whatever. And I get to know them. And now they're in my go-to if something comes up, okay? And that's kind of, it's not that complicated. It's really very, very simple.
So tell me, what is your business all about? Because I know what it is, but I would love for you to plug it because there's people watching this right now that I think could use your help.
Well, I've got a couple of things going on, or don't we all if we're entrepreneurs? I'm an interior designer. I've been an interior designer for 1 million years. I do residential and commercial, so I do hospitality. I do pretty much everything other than retail and industrial. It got frustrating for a while, so that's about the time that you and I met because I started getting interested in podcasting. So I've been teasing Joe with, how many years has it been? Like 3, 4 years?
It probably has been about 3, going on 4 years.
Yeah, I've been teasing Joe all this time that I'm doing a podcast. I started it, and then I went to work for somebody, and I just couldn't get it. I know you're all thinking, yeah, excuses. I just couldn't do it.
You had a lot. She did have a lot going on at the time. I knew quite a bit about that. And this lady got me to do my first ever auction, be an auctioneer.
That was for Casa.
For
Casa, last year's Casa. So I started the podcast. I never launched, and it's going to happen. I would say by the first of the year we will be launched.
Woo!
Okay, so
I'll be looking into holding you to that.
The guests that I'm looking for is anybody to do. It's called the Inside Outlook, and the guests that I'll be looking for is anybody to do with construction, interior design, architecture, anything in that world. And it's not speaking to other designers or architects. It's speaking to the people who are going to use the services. Because when I went looking to see if there was something like this out there, like the market research,
right?
All these other podcasts that were out there, they're only speaking to other designers or architects. They're not talking to the people that are actually looking for the services, and it made no sense to me.
That's great. Find the difference maker and then exploit that difference, you know?
Okay, and then the other thing is what I'm doing, and this is the one thing I'm really excited about too, and they're going to happen about the same time. Another thing that I kind of held off for a number of years to do because of the timing, I'm created a workshop. And it's geared for the DIYers. So basically, if you have one room that you want to do, you're going to fill out the application to become an attendee. You're going to take dimensions of your room. I'm going to have a 15-minute consult with you, either in person if you're local, or online, Skype or whatever if you're not in person. And the day of the workshop, you're going to come. You're going to have a professionally drawn floor plan of your space with little cutouts. My vendors will be there.
Oh, wow.
You'll get my pricing. And you're going to have a lot of fun. So you will leave that workshop, if not 100% designed, pretty damn close.
That is awesome.
I'm excited. I really am.
Yeah, I'm excited for you.
Yeah.
Let me know if you need any help with getting all that together.
We're going to do a first run, like what do you call like a focus group kind of thing, like a demo run, December 1st. So I've invited some friends and family.
That's awesome. I didn't get my invite, but that's okay.
You know what? I was going to say to you, we're still putting it out there. If you want to come, and what I want is I want to do the run through, see how it goes, and I want all of you people who love me so much.
I do love her so much.
To tell me how it's working. What did you like? What didn't you like? What's not working? What's working? And then I'll tweak it and fix it and put it out there. And I'd say by the first of the year, we should be able to start doing them.
That's awesome. I'm excited for you.
Yeah.
I'm excited for you. So where can people find out more about you and Business Mingle and your business and all that stuff?
Okay, so go to my website, which is being worked on, all one word, interiorandDesignLLC.com. My name is Staci Greenberg. The company's name is Interior and Design LLC. Gee, that was a stretch. We're located in Collingswood, New Jersey. I have a little design studio there. And all this stuff is going to happen. So podcast, workshop, and, of course, my business, still working my business.
Boom.
Yeah.
I love it.
I'm really excited.
I love it. I love it.
This is the year.
2019 is the year.
Yeah, it is.
It is. It absolutely is. And so is there any last thoughts you'd like to share before we wrap up here?
I want to thank you.
No, I got to thank you.
No.
I got to thank you.
Because how did we meet? Do you remember?
Was it MapCon? Or did we meet through something else?
I met you beforehand. I knew you before. Somehow I knew you. It wasn't HopeWorks, right?
No, because I didn't work at HopeWorks till after I knew you.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
But I did meet you, or maybe it was your first.
I think it was MapCon. I think it was.
I met you let's just say that's what happened. And I was so impressed with your enthusiasm. And
I remember you coming around to me and being like, Joe, you don't understand. Like, this is incredible. Like,
because I was so interested in podcasting for so long. And in my world, nobody understands what that is. They only understand NPR, and that was it. Remember, I'm above 6. I'm 60 and older. Okay, so my crowd.
She looks like she's 40. I honestly think she's lying.
Some of my crowd don't even know how to hold a microphone or do it. It's horrifying to them. So my point, So my point is, I had no one to talk to, and it never occurred to me there might actually be local people doing this.
There are local people. There's a lot of local people in our area.
I was so thrilled to meet you guys.
Oh.
There's a little small crowd of local people.
Yeah.
So it's happening.
That's awesome. That's
so
awesome.
I thank you for that.
Oh, you're so welcome.
Because you opened up my world for that.
I'm so glad. I'm so glad to hear that. Thank you, Staci. Thank you. All right, so I want to thank Seasons 52. I want to thank Staci Greenberg, her partner.
Yep. And Linda.
Your part, Linda,
Linda
yeah.
Lane. Linda Lane works for Prudential, Pruco, and she's a financial advisor. And again, we don't make money at this. We really just do this for the pure love of networking. And it's called the Business Mingle. So if you're interested in business networking and you're local to South Jersey, Philly, Delaware, I call it the southern tri-state area. It's not New York.
There's a lot of tri-state areas.
Yeah, right. So that's, it's good networking. It's good networking. And Seasons is a great restaurant, and we get people who really care. And that's what I love about this event.
Yeah, and I see that. And part of that's having the network of people to invite the people and growing it out that way.
Yeah.
So thank you, Seasons 52. Thank you, Linda. Thank you, Staci. Thank you for the Business Mingle. Thank you for the food. Thank you for doing this interview and giving me something to talk about for today. This is going out on Tuesday.
I've been used.
A little bit.
No, I'm really, really happy. Thank you. Thanks for coming.
You're so welcome. Yeah. I'm so glad I sat in traffic for 40 minutes to be here.
I had to also, by the way. I was coming from South.
From Philly.
This should be an interesting drive down to Washington.
It will be. It will be early, though. It'll be early.
It'll be cool.
All right, so this episode is brought to you by me and my brand new Level Up for 2019. If you want to level up your business for 2019, go to superjoepardo.com/level up to learn more about this awesome mastermind that I'm putting together with just 14 people, and we already have 3 of those spots accounted for. So go there and get signed up to fill out the form and find out if this is right for you when you have a conversation with me. Yes, I'm really excited. It's all about focusing on the team, the offer, and the process. Focus on the top, as I always say. And that's what this is all about. So go there, check out the packages, check out more details about what it's all about. I will be back next week, not here, but with another episode, probably from an event I'm going to tomorrow night in Philly with a previous guest. So I'm going to tease that.
All right.
And it'll probably be out next week.
Are you going to be recording in PC Podfest?
At DC Podfest? I might be very well recording it. I'll have my camera with me, so I probably will do some recording down there. All right, everybody, I hope you have an amazing week. Take care, and I will see you all next Tuesday.
Thanks for joining us for this episode of The Business Podcast featuring Super Joe Pardo. Get more business content at superjoepardo.com. If you or someone you know would like to be a guest on The Business Podcast, send an email to joe@superjoepardo.com. The Business Podcast is copyrighted to 234 Solutions, LLC.